Yo, what up, fam? You know who it is. It's your main man, KG, back at you again with another one. Now, as you've read in the title, I'm pretty sure that you got an idea of what it is that I'm going to talk about in this here video. Let's get straight to the point. I'll start by asking you guys a question. And that question is this. Have you ever felt like you had to dim your light in order not to intimidate or maybe even offend? I can say for sure several times that I've had to do this at varying points in my life. Now, mind you guys, anything that I'm talking about in this video, due to the fact that it is titled KG the Singer, you know what I'm saying? These things can be applied across the board in any field of endeavor, you know? So if I'm talking about this right now, you can just take this and apply it in your own personal life, okay? Because we may be able to find some commonalities even across our fields of endeavor. You understand what I'm saying? Of course you do. Now, upon careful consideration and a great deal of reflection, I've come to realize that people would rather you be a version of yourself that they are more comfortable with, for whatever reason. It may be based on a limited or maybe even a faulty belief system. Whatever the reason may be, it isn't your responsibility to live up to their expectations or demands, which may very well all be questionable. What I believe is that, certain people don't understand how stifling that can be to creativity. And the artists themselves, depending on where you are at in your development and how articulate or inarticulate you may be, you may not exactly be able to put those things into terms. You may not even notice that the expectations and the demands of other people may have that much effect on you. I mean, it all depends on who you are. You know what I'm saying? I know for myself personally that I am, and I've come to realize or accept rather, that I am a sensitive soul. You know what I'm saying? And at times I can be a bit defensive because of this fact. But it's not that being a sensitive soul is a good or a bad thing, or being defensive is a good or a bad thing. But I had to learn how to pinpoint the reason as to why that is. And if you don't have enough time to sit with yourself, because I am a person that likes to be in solitude. That is another thing that I've come to realize about myself. Although I am an artist, and although I am, someone that performs in the most public sense, you know what I'm saying, that I know, that I can think of, being an on-stage entertainer and a singer that's the most public that you can possibly be, with your expression. With that being said, or rather the point that I was making is that, I am a person that sits in, that likes to sit in solitude and really, introspect and think about things because of the fact that I am a sensitive soul. So I'm sure that you can relate to some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm sure somebody out there relates to me. I know that you do, somewhere, right? Of course. Now, with these expectations and demands that other people place on you, because of course, sometimes that criticism is coming from a well-meaning place, you know what I'm saying? But then at other times, you know what I'm saying, you have to be very careful of the people that you have around you, because maybe their light is dim, you know what I'm saying? And then they see you shining. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm going with that? They see you shining, and for some reason they feel a need to almost impede the growth of that creativity because they feel that you're going to outgrow them in some sense. So you have to be cautious of that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're around these energies or these people, it will cause you to repress the quality of your artistic expression. And I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this right here. And these are all coming from my own personal experiences. What I notice about myself personally is when I liberate myself from those expectations and those stifling demands, I notice that I'm able to produce content much more fluidly, which would explain exactly why I'm able to put out this content with a bit more frequency now. Being that I am an artist, being that I'm a singer, a songwriter, a dancer, somebody that does art and all kinds of stuff like that, in the words of Erykah Badu, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So be careful. But upon realizing upon the realization of that and upon the acceptance of that, then it made things much more easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Once I begin to unravel and untie certain knots that I didn't even know were there, but upon like meditation and just sitting with myself, then I realized, oh, that thing was bothering me. I knew it was bothering me, but now I'm in a place to where I am addressing it. You know what I'm saying? And as uncomfortable as it may be to address certain things that are bothering you, it's something that you have to do in order to, use this word again, liberate yourself, to free yourself, so that you can actually express that, so that you can be the truest expression of light, literally. You get me? Of course you do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be releasing my song on the 18th of March, Friday, March 18th, 2022. The song is entitled Boss, B-O-S-S, B-O-S-S, aka The Right Choice, okay? So be looking out for that. At this point, I have to make a positive reinforcement, or a positive reference, rather. Let's continue on with the story. This guy is a producer that I worked with. I was actually in a band for about 5-6 years, traveling, doing tours, trans-American tours, with this particular band. They were a famous band, circa the 90s, around the time where Boys to Men was really popular. They were an R&B vocal group, okay? They went by the name of As Yet. And I had the pleasure of working with a producer, a songwriter, just a great guy who goes by the name of Daryl Anthony. And he would often say to me, "You're a star." It didn't quite dawn on me because, of course, being that I was a much more timid person, especially on stage, especially as an entertainer, it did not dawn on me at that time that he was seeing something in me that maybe I did not recognize in myself. And he would say it repeatedly. He would say it repeatedly. "Hey man, you're a star. You're a star," at different points. Saying that brief allusion, to that experience. There was also another experience in connection with him in which I won't mention any names or anything like that, but there was the owner of the record label that we were working with, one of the owners of the record label that we were working with, and this guy he's a cool dude, super cool dude. We had several visits at his house with his family. You know what I'm saying? We ate Chick-fil-A to get together, did video shoots, and this gentleman, this brother, was a really cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But he said something well-meaning that maybe I should kind of like tone it down, for lack of a better phrase. And at that time, especially, you know what I'm saying, I was a firecracker on stage, you know what I'm saying, running from different places on the stage, doing backflips, you know what I'm saying, like being right up on people and stuff, and people dancing back with me and all kinds of stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I would engage the crowd like heavily, and even some of this has a backstory as to why I became such a ravenous beast on stage. Remember the record label owner saying, "Hey, maybe you should kind of like just like bring it a level down, bring it down." And I can remember my bro Daryl Anthony coming in, stepping in and saying, "Hey, no, let that dude do what he's doing. He is engaging the crowd. Let him do what he's doing." And I've held on to that experience, and I can appreciate the value of that being said. You know what I'm saying? Of him actually interjecting for me. And mind you, I was not a very, very outspoken person. I would stand up for things that I felt were socially righteous, socially just, and things like that, and stand up for equity, and probably stand up for other people more than I would stand up for myself. But as an artist, as an entertainer, I was not a very extroverted person. I was very timid, kind of like the like the WB Frog. Ribbit. But that was a very valuable experience for me to be able to recall. Okay, good people. So I guess concluding in all of this, if you are a sensitive soul, and this is one of the phrases that I kind of put together. If you are a sensitive soul and you are a creator, if you are an artist, don't allow the expectations of other people to smother the quality of your artistic expression, okay? As I've stated in a TikTok video, the real me is so much more interesting than the fake me that you want me to be. It's so much more beneficial to the world that I live in. Allow me to navigate my inner space. Allow yourself time to navigate your inner space. Everybody else that's dealing with this person right here, you right there, y'all, just let them be themselves. Whatever's gonna come out is gonna come out. And it's gonna be beautiful. Alright? Okay, y'all, your man KG is out. I am finished talking. I'm over here, like, I got so much stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? I have to prepare to sing for, one of my family members, may she rest in power, my auntie Ruthie. And to keep this video short without it extending on any longer, until next time, your man KG is out of here. Throw your K's up, throw your K's up, throw your K's up. KG out.